What y'all doing? What's up? I'm just coming to talk, y'all. That's really all it is. I'm out late night trying to run errands, y'all. The only reason I'm literally out this late is because I didn't go to the store earlier today, and um and it's supposed to storm literally all tomorrow. It's supposed to rain, and I was not trying to fight the rain tomorrow, so I sucked it up and finally just went to the store late, which is okay because then I was hoping I wasn't gonna see nobody. And when you always hoping you ain't gonna see nobody, you see somebody. Like, that's literally what always happens. And of course, I ran into somebody. But yeah, y'all. So obviously, you click this video, you see who we gonna talk about. And it's just gonna be a quick little 1-2, then I'm gonna head on to the house, y'all. So first things first, let's get into who do I want to talk about first. Let's get Mr. Dreezy Drake out the way, okay? Because he's somebody who wants attention. So let's give him some attention. Obviously, if you haven't heard or is late to the game, Drake wanted to leak his boo boo na na kitty on the internet. And I guess he was very pleased because he was just, when I tell you, Drake, he might as well have just had a whole flop, like just, I don't know what, he was just swinging it like just literally just like this, just literally that's all you see across the screen, just woo, 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 woo. He was just slinging it back and forth. It was just kind of like, and his way his legs was like froggy open, you could tell he like girls to eat his ass. Like, it was just like Drake, you are corny. Like, there's some dudes who are just gonna be corny for life no matter what they do. And Drake definitely back in the day, even though he was light skinned, he was the light skin that wasn't getting no attention. He was the light skin that wasn't getting no play. Like, that's what was happening with him. He didn't get no play until he was on Degrassi, and then everybody know when he got shot, then people looked at him different, even though he was just playing the character, so yeah. But now Aubrey Graham then turned to Drake, and Drake out here wilding. Like, this is what happens when you a man got money and copious amounts of women. You end up doing dumb shit like this. Like, Drake, nobody asked for that. And there are some people who are just kind of alleged maybe he did it to distract people from the fact that Megan was talking about how he had them BBL scars. He had them BBL scars, and so everybody's thinking like maybe he trying to distract from from the heat. And other people was like, well, did he get that DDL? And everybody's like, and of course Dr. Miami Miss said he always loved jumping in hip-hop culture, because hip-hop culture and plastic surgery is literally just parallel, okay? So he talked about, oh yes, there is a such thing as a DDL. He's basically playing on like, oh, everybody was like, okay, if Drake got that fat sucked out, then he got to put back in his ding-a-ling. And that's literally, oh my God, would be a perfect word for it. It wasn't no penis, it was ding-a-ling. That's because that's how it was flopping around. It was ding-a-ling-a-ling-ing. Like, that's all I can say, like a slinky. And like, I just want to cringe, because it's dudes that you be thinking like, you think up front like they cool, but really it's like, bro, you corny. And it's like, of course, girls were already in his DMs. Like, who's gonna be in his DMs even more now? And then the even crazier part is it was all soft. Like, it wasn't even all hard, and that was already long. Like, it was like girth, but not. So if you, for the people who know, that girth is kind of the changer. That's really the right hook. Niggas just think just because it's long that means something. No, okay? Talk to women, they'll let you know, okay? Thick with 3 C's, okay? Game changer. But anyways, yeah, y'all, Drake, he wanted to break the internet, I guess. But people still look at you corny. Somebody was like, literally, I got it. It's like, it makes no sense. Like, he's rich, light skinned, and got a big dick. and women still don't want you, like, oh yeah, you corny, like, and you still can't keep a woman, yeah, you corny, like, yeah, Drake, it's given Joe Budden hit you where it hurt and you don't know how to cope with it because you know you've been big, you know, for a long time. Like Drake, you was literally taking over the world, and there is that like depressive state that people go through because they get addicted to fame. It is a drug. Okay, y'all. People say it all the time. Fame is addictive. And now that he's on his way out, you know, fading out, I don't think he know how to cope. Like I really don't. So y'all jump on the comments. How did y'all feel about Drake, you know, ding-a-ling in the internet, and you know, letting everybody see what he working with. Put your thing now, flip it and reverse it. It's never flipping in the point yet. All right. So what else did I want to talk about? From one idiot ninja to another one. Let's go ahead and get into Jacquees. And it's always you just little short motherfuckers, okay? You short leprechaun, lollipop guild, shout out to Erica De Niro, looking motherfuckers, like, y'all just, we know y'all got a Napoleon complex, and it's like, y'all just do dumb shit because y'all feel like it's gonna make you feel, you know, 6 foot tall when you only 5'4". Like, that's just really true tea. And so if y'all hadn't heard, Jacquees, you know, follow the yellow brick road looking ass nigga, like, he ended up basically making Deion Sanders' daughter look stupid. I didn't even know Deandra was pregnant, didn't even know she existed. Like, I knew Deion Sanders had kids, but I had never, like, really paid attention to, like, how many daughters he had, their age, and things like that. But baby, when I tell you the little tussle that's happening on Twitter lately, it's like a domino effect. The girls are fighting. Man, it went from Megan to Nikki, Latto to Ice Spice, to now we got Dreezy and Deandra. Like, the girls are fighting. And over here, Miss Deandra, we'd have to say, we might want to call this a knockout, ding, 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 because you thought you was throwing dicks. Shout out to Erica. Y'all be throwing dicks in other girls' faces. And if there's one thing that we gonna learn, the minute you say my nigga would never, he gonna never like never before it. And boy, Dreezy put it all out there with the receipts. Oh, girl talking about, oh, it's so crazy, you know, people so obsessed. And she's like, no, girl, obsessed is your man still in my phone. And she was like, why would he leave a dime and get a penny? And she's like, oh, word, like, this is so much disrespect for a girl who's I'm turning down your man for you. I'm turning down this nigga for you, and this is the thanks I get. Girl, I'm really turning him down. And then she posts the pictures of literally Jacquees, like, Dreezy, I don't love her. Like, you know, if I'm looking for love and sex, you know, then I'ma always be having sex with people, but that's not love. Baby don't make a family. You know, I wouldn't have a baby with you, but you always told me, Jacquees, don't bring no baby up motherfucking again. I'm glad the girls out here is getting smart. The minute he want to keep you, but understand he can't keep up the charades, baby gets thrown in the picture. Baby gets, when he's tired of keeping up the charades, that's when, you know, baby comes into play. These have figured out that the way to make girls, you know, stick through it is the baby. Because why? Oh my God, the child needs to have his father. The child needs to have his father. The child needs to have his father. And it's like constantly putting the responsibility of having a father in the child's life on the woman, when it's the man's responsibility to be in the child's life. That is so exhausting. I get tired of these goddamn topics. But yeah, nonetheless, he basically told her, baby don't make a family. And she threw that on Twitter. And definition of cracked was Deandra. Cracked skull. DOA. Head top decapitated. And literally the next day she coming back with the, oh, I'm good, you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know, I'm strong, you know, I'ma move on. But this dude hurt real bad. But you know, I'm gonna make it through it. You know, like she kept going back and forth between, you know, I'm strong, I'm gonna make it, you know. But I ain't never been hurt like this in my life. Why me? But it's okay, you know. A real nigga lost one today. That's all they do is play games, and I'm gonna move on. I'm strong, but I ain't never felt no pain like this. Like, it's clear Jacquees was over there just spitting web of lies, okay? And Dreezy blew through all of that, okay? She was like, web of lies? Get down. Matter of fact, spray. Just raid. All over the web of lies. Raid. Just killed all the fantasy. Bug spray. Just nigga be gone. Like, just poof. It's just like, these dudes out here will have you crazy. And they sit here and talk about women are emotional, but y'all be playing with their emotions. That's the only thing I can say. The only thing men know how to play with all women is their emotions. And y'all sit here and talk about all women are emotional, but you keep playing. And that's why y'all always fuck around and find out. And then y'all talk about, oh, she crazy, when she done cracked your windshield in and put sugar in your gas tank and then drove by your house 3 times and then threw a brick through your window, and you said to about, oh, you crazy, you know I got a restraining order, you supposed to be 1,000 feet away from my house, and you know you sit there and look, you supposed to be 1,000 feet away from my house, and she pulling up on you because you kept playing. That's what y'all do. Y'all take the women's kindness for niceness, for weakness. And Dreezy, yeah, you was going back and forth with old girl, but you definitely was finna spin the block. You been spinning the block clearly with Jacquees. And you spin the block, you get a new girl. Spin the block, you get a new girl. Then I think that whole DeAndre situation just really like maybe turned her off. Especially with her like of course the girl like going to Twitter and everything, because it's like, I'm not gonna look stupid over on social media. Like I'm not. Like, it's one thing to look stupid in private, but to look stupid to the whole world, you're not gonna sign me up for that. Sorry. I don't want that t-shirt for been there, done that. Been there, did the got the t-shirt. No, I don't want it. Burn that motherfucker, okay? But yeah, what would y'all do if you were Dreezy in the situation? What would you do if you were DeAndre in the situation? Jacquees, he having a hell of a week. Just got done from went from getting his dreads pulled, yanked by Trey Songz. Now he's about to get yanked by DeAndre, because if he was living with her, you getting packed up tonight, okay? Of course, people, y'all know what people said. Girl, don't be ashamed. Delete his fetus. That's what they said in the most nice way. Delete his fetus. Okay? Or for those who watch P-Valley, to the TCBY, when's P-Valley coming back? Because the strike is over. We need to get back to P-Valley, because when I tell you that last season was everything, I'm still not going to give her the fact that, oh, dude, he popped himself in the car. I cried, y'all. I cried. I swear I did. I swear, P-Valley. He said, I see the light. I see it for you. Oh, P-Valley, why you have to hurt me like that? Sorry, y'all. I'm back. If you watch P-Valley, you know exactly what part I'm talking about. He said, I see the light for you. He said, get out the car. He said, no. Then all of a sudden you just see the flash in the car. Why? Oh my God, P-Valley, come back. What would y'all do in those situations? Like, oh girl, TCBY is where you should go. Okay, the fact that he sent that to Dreezy should be enough for you to be like, oh, I don't need to be with this no more. And then it's crazy because it's like, oh, I could have been around, and I could have got any, I'm not finna fight with you over him. And it's like, well, you could have got with them in the first place. Like, nothing about Jacquees screams like, you know, rescue me. Nothing about that. Like, you not tall enough to ride this ride. Sorry. But yeah, y'all, Dreezy, she tap dance on her head, on her heart and her feelings, and she gonna be licking her wounds, all right. I'm sure Daddy Dion gonna have a couple of words to say to Mr. Jacquees. I do know that. Cause I know prime time love a good. He love a good. What's the word I'm looking for? A lecture. He love a good lecture. So Jacquees get ready, okay? And Dion look like he know how to tussle too. So alright, y'all. Last but not least, Monique done turned up the Club Shay Shay, okay? Cat Williams opened the door. Cat Williams walks so Monique could run. Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp. Everybody's called it Club Shay Shay, okay? Cause it's messy. It's the ghetto boom boom room for the messy sports entertainment section. Club Shay Shay is not a place you go when you try to clear a room. When you try to clear a room, you take your behind over there to Club Shay Shay, okay? He got the brown liquor and the brown leather, okay? It just screams, NDAs, cigars and NDAs, okay? But yeah, so y'all, Monique came in, had her turn, and y'all know what Monique do best. She complain, and she snitch, and she tell, and she done brought DL Hughley into it. DL Hughley done sent her shots, and then now she done sent shots back, y'all. It is World War III with them, because we all know Monique brought up the fact that DL Hughley and his whole, situation with his daughter. As much as all the negative things you can say about, Monique, DL, nothing is ever going to top the fact that you did not believe your daughter and did anything about what happened to her because you liked the guy. Nothing is ever going to top that. And you want to talk about how she, don't really talk to her kids like that, or they not even really in her life and don't exist. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if I was daughter, I don't know if I ever could, look at my dad the same if I tell you something like that, and he kind of looks at me like, what you want me to do type situation. Like, I just don't know how I would feel. But D.L. Hughley, he now look, Monique, he did touch on some points that I kind of sort of did agree with, though. I'm with you when you're right, Monique, which is burn Tyler Perry Oprah at the stake. But, there is also a little bit of truth to what he did say about, the Netflix special and the writing and the reviews. And it's like, Mama Monique, as much as your true fans really do love you, you know what they say, like, it ain't what you say but how you say it. Monique just says it in a way that strips it of all its round corners. You gonna take what Monique say with a sip of paint stripper, okay? Instead of a spoonful of sugar, that's going down with apple cider vinegar. And I think Monique is kind of losing the finesse of calling bitches out, okay? Now, she did a nice little, she got some cute little nice nasties in there with Shannon. And that's how she should have carried it when it came to Tyler Perry and Oprah before. But I'm not denying any of the shit that Monique said happened to her, because I'm sure it is not a bad thing. That's a problem too. It's like, when you stand on, I'm not gonna go, they wanted her to go around, I'm not finna do all this press run and not get paid. Like, before, it made Monique look like she was being ungrateful. Of course, why you being difficult? That's always the thing. You being difficult. But then when you truly think about it, like, no, pay me. If you just not pay me for the last run we did, and then we got this one, and you ain't trying to pay me, you just trying to hurry up and scooch it on to the end, No, I'm good. I'll keep my original flight. Like, no. And so that's one of the things, like, it's like, are you difficult or just hard to screw over? And that's where it is a lot of times. You're not difficult, you just hard to screw over. Um um yeah, and so she talked about that. Of course, DL, he definitely had her woes about, every time we see Monique, she's usually just complaining. That's another thing I kind of agreed with him with, where it's like, I wish there was an offset of every time we saw Monique, she wasn't doing a radio show. She wasn't doing like yet another podcast just speaking about like what's wrong. Because at this point, Monique, we know these stories. We know everything that's happened. And I feel like in her mind, she feels like the more I talk about it, the more people are going to believe me. And it's like, or the more people are going to hear me. And it's like, in fact, it's going to do the opposite. It's only going to make some of us like tune out, because it's like, yeah, we know that happened to you. We're acknowledging it, but we got to move forward. And Monique, if you want to maintain a career, like, you're going to have to put your energy into the future of it all, instead of constantly just talking and complaining about the BS that happened to you. Because once it happened to you, if you got rectified, okay, with Netflix, all right, you at least came to a settlement, you got your special. Then, with with Tyler Oprah, you kind of got a little bit of people more believing you after, I think it was like the phone call or the audio of Tyler Perry, and saying what he said and everything like that. So then you garnered like more points. And I think that's where Monique should have understood, okay, this is where I take my out. They say nowhere to hold, nowhere to fold. That's where you're supposed to fold. Like, when you finally had more people, turning the narrative about you, just take that. And I know it sounds like shitty saying that, like, as a black person, but it's like, the waves of how people view you is quick, okay? You a hero one day, and America's Next Top Bitch the next, And so, because I am such a fan of Monique, like, y'all have no idea how much, some more, like, the queens of comedy, like, that is always going to go down in history, And it's just like, I really would love to see Monique at some, like, you gonna have to start moving on, like, here real soon, Monique, because now you've done Shannon Sharp and you've got it all out. You've taken your shots. Oh, y'all, not only shots. It wasn't a shot, but she blew Tiffany whole bike out. Okay, that was the whole bazooka that she sent towards Tiffany. She sat there and said, "Oh yeah, Tiffany has something to say about, like, oh, why don't you go back to your husband? You call daddy," or something like that. And Monique said, "Well, bitch, if you had a husband, maybe that's why you wouldn't have 3 DUIs right now, or be going to court over grooming a child." I said, "Oh, shit, yo, all right." Monet's like, she went there. Yeah, she went there, all right. She went there. She decided she was gonna go full force on forward. Yeah, Tiffany definitely caught a hell of a stray with that one. Cause it's like, Tiffany, until you get, I don't know what's happening with that whole case, with the whole, grooming in that child situation. Well, what's that, fat Mucinex dude looking dude? Y'all know that black guy. I can't remember his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't know what's happening with that case right now, but Tiffany's sort of kind of making a resurgence, just a touch, not a lot, but it's just kind of like, that definitely kind of was salt in the room. That was a salt and vinegar chip in the wound. But yeah, y'all, Monique did her thug thizzle, okay? She came on Club Shay Shay, and now he done garnered the reputation for being, when you want to get on the mic and be like, "Yo, Dre, I got something to say." The police, like, this is where you go. When you want to get something on your heart, get something off your heart, come on down to Shannon Sharp. Boy, I tell you. Ooh, I can't, y'all. Monique, it's just like, we really thought, we was like, 2024 gonna be different. We ain't gonna see no bug like early on the year. Literally January, what was that, 3rd, 4th, 5th, Cat Williams, boy. And it's been something literally every week, ever since. And it's just kind of like, damn. And it's Black History Month. And it's Black History Month, y'all. So it's like all this black on black crime. It is February. And it's just like, oh Lord, what is the rest of this year gonna hold? I'm telling you, I got all types of anxiety. I ain't gonna make it. Ugh. But yeah, you guys, what y'all think about Monique? What is y'all opinion on how she should this be her last time speaking about it? Should she, take this and, try to, deal with what's left of her career and, see what she can, create out of that? I can't. And who's the next person you would love to see on Club Shay Shay? What's the next person you would love to see air some dirty laundry out? She even called Kevin Hart out on some stuff, She called Kevin Hart out. She talked about how he backed away from her too for a little bit. A lot of people did back away from Monique. That's what happened. You start to become the plague, to the white folks. There's definitely the black people out there who cooning, and they'll treat you like the plague too, because at the end of the day, like, you can't affect my bottom line, unfortunately. Yeah, Monique, I really hope this is it for you, that you finally got it all off your chest, and you feel lighter, because I really am ready to actually see you just move forward. Do like little, and she talked about the Parkers, how the networks told her that the Parkers weren't making no money. And everybody was like, saying who? Because everybody know the Parkers was faithfully getting watched, okay? The Parkers, One-on-One, what's the other one? Smart Guy. Like, there was an era where black TV was on and popping. And she was like, she only made like $55,000 an episode when she heard back they had made like almost $1 billion or something like that with the Parkers. So it's like, girl, get your coin. If that's true, like, go get your bag. Definitely go for it. But I'm ready to see her find her new thing. Maybe if she finds that, then she'll finally be able to shed this off and, continue to move forward. Because she's not going to be able to keep doing this much more longer. Like, for real. Like, let's be for real about it. But yeah, I can't think of nothing else in particular that I really want to talk about. There wasn't really anything else that I might have missed. Just congratulations to Meg Thee Stallion, y'all. She got #1 with Hiss. Yeah. And then somebody said frozen peppers. Frozen peppers, okay, let it go. Leave Latto alone. You don't want none. I know she said get in the booth, bitch, but you don't need to. It's all right. It's all right, season blend. It's all right, frozen peppers. Okay. Latto, y'all can say what you want about Latto, but she is very much a lyricist. Like, I am a fan of rap, so, I listen, and listen to the wordplay, and Latto got a lot of it. Yeah, and she gonna get a good feature, okay? She gonna get a good feature. And I know a lot of people look at J-Lo crazy for that one song that she just released, Can't Get Enough. But it's on par with what we expect from J-Lo, and actually it's not bad, especially with the remix with Latto. So I would actually tell her to go check that out. Ice Spice, you just gonna have to let it go, honey. It's giving real. Your 15 minutes is coming up. You and Krishan, y'all's 15 minutes is up. And y'all need to stop doing stupid shit to try to keep the fan, the flame going. Krishan, she done got the tattoo on the side of her face. Now she getting ready to get locked up because they finally picked up that case from, when she knocked James Wright out. So it's just like, some of you celebrities gonna have to learn to stop while you ahead. And Krishan, you could have stopped while you was ahead when you left that old dirty Negro Blueface. But now you done followed him to jail, okay? He went to jail and he about to get a longer sentence, and now you about to go to jail. And it's just like, that poor baby. Oh, that poor baby. Polo ting ting. But yeah, you guys, that's enough. I'm gonna get on to the house. I'm getting old. You know, when that nightfall hit, you try to go ahead and get to that bed and crinkle your toes in bed, you know, and just relax. You know, I find my little night, hit my little night blunt, and you know, call it a good one, y'all. The Super Bowl's coming up. Let's see what Usher has for the Super Bowl. Everybody's just what songs are gonna play. He ain't a real nigga. He ain't gonna play Lovers and Friends. He ain't gonna get that urban on us. But I'm hoping we get something maybe like Good Kisser. Like at least like that's a good middle in between, you know. He got a lot of songs, y'all, though. Like he got a lot of songs. So we gonna see how that play out, y'all. But yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all drop down the comments and everything we talk about today. Please be sure to like this video, and I appreciate you for tuning in. Bye.